Hi, Dan McCabe with Avalon Integration here. Today I'm talking to you from Long Island, New York. For 50 years, Long Island has been a hotbed of technological innovation. Back in the 80s, they designed and built the F-14 fighter jet, made famous by Top Gun, pretty much right here. Today, in 2019, Long Island is still a hotbed of technological innovation in many areas. One of the primary areas, and the reason we're here today, is because the passive asset and inventory tracking industry is basically led right here out of Long Island. Zebra is the world's leading supplier of mobile and fixed RFID solutions, and Portable Technology Solutions, the developers of Tracer Plus and Clearstream RFID, are also located right here. In fact, we're in their demo room as we speak. So what exactly is this passive tracking and why do people care about it? Well, it turns out that in today's world, labor is much more expensive than it's ever been in the past, especially with unemployment being below 4% nationally. Quality labor is harder to find today than it's ever been before as well. So in the old days, while you could have reasonably given people a clipboard and a pen and asked them to go count inventory or find assets, asking people to do that on a regular basis nowadays is prohibitively expensive. So companies are looking for ways to automate those procedures. Passive tracking is one of the ways that you can do that. So in today's world, there are two primary types of passive tracking systems. The first type is built on RFID technology. RFID stands for radio frequency identification. The general idea is that you're going to buy, print, encode, and apply data on an RFID tag. So this is an RFID tag, and this can run through a Zebra RFID-enabled printer. And you can print whatever data you want on here as text. You can print barcodes, and you can also encode this data or other data onto the antenna that is actually built into this label. And you can actually see the antenna on the back of the label here. So these RFID tags can cost as little as 5 cents a piece when you buy them in millions at a time. More typical pricing is about 20 to 25 cents a piece for low volumes. And for some specialty requirements, they might go up to 50 cents a tag. Clearly, though, they're very inexpensive and meant to be disposable. The other type of passive tracking is based on Bluetooth Low Energy, which is actually quite a bit different. So this is a Bluetooth Low Energy tag. These typically cost between $20 and $30 a piece, so very clearly not disposable. These actually have a battery in them that will typically last somewhere between 1 and 3 years. So best way to think about this is it's a much smaller, much cheaper version of the toll tag that you might have in your car when you're crossing bridges or tunnels. So how do we read these tags? Well, with an RFID tag, you have two options. One, you can use a mobile reader, most often provided by Zebra, and running the Tracer Plus software from Portable Technology Solutions. And using the Zebra reader and the Portable Technology Solutions application, you can build some simple screens that allow you to take inventory of all of the tags within range. And then you can simply hit export and send that data up to a host system or put it in a spreadsheet or do with it whatever you will. So the benefit of this type of solution is that it's very IT friendly in that you really don't need an IT person to do it. This is a power user sort of thing. So your other option for reading RFID tags is based on fixed readers. So in this scenario, we would put antennas like this one above doorways, and those would be connected to a fixed reader like this one over here, and that would be connected to the Clearstream RFID software running on a Windows server someplace in your data center. What happens in that case is that every time a tag moves below that doorway, either going in or going out, the antenna reads it, the reader accepts the read, passes it on to the Clearstream RFID software. The Clearstream RFID software will filter and process it and send it up to your host to effectuate a business result. So it's very easy to install these antennas. It's very easy to connect them to the reader. It's very easy to put these readers on your network, and it's very easy to connect the readers on the network to the Clearstream software on a Windows PC in your network. But it's very much an IT task. So you absolutely will need IT support for this sort of project. So what about the Bluetooth case? So as we talked about earlier, these Bluetooth tags are $20 to $30 a piece. They've got a battery that lasts 1 to 3 years. The other thing I didn't mention is that a lot of these tags have the ability to track and measure temperature, vibration, and other environmental factors, as well as physical location. So how do you know where they are? Well, the answer is this little box right here, which is called a Bluetooth gateway. These are fairly inexpensive, certainly less than $100 a piece, and they basically constantly are searching for Bluetooth signals within a range of about 300 feet. So the idea is that you'll scatter these around your facility, and as the tags move past the Bluetooth reader, a read event will be captured, and it will be sent up to that same ClearStream software, which will filter it, process it, and send it onto your host system. So again, very much an IT project, but a little bit of a different nature than from the RFID. So in the RFID case again, the tags are inexpensive, the readers are comparatively expensive. In the Bluetooth case, the tags are very expensive, and the readers tend to be fairly inexpensive. So after we've explained the benefits of RFID and Bluetooth technology, very often customers' next question is, well, how do we get started? And the answer is, of course, a pilot project. In a pilot project, we would specify all of the appropriate components of the system, including which tags, et cetera, which readers. And then we basically build and make the whole thing work in a conference room setting. You should budget between $5,000 and $7,000 for a Bluetooth pilot and between $10,000 and $12,000 for an RFID pilot, be that either a fixed or mobile implementation. If your problem or project doesn't support that budget, RFID or Bluetooth might not be right for you. But please still give us a call, because it's very likely that we might be able to figure out a way to enhance your host system or solve your problems with other, less costly technologies that you might already have equipment for, like barcoding. We here at Avalon help our customers leverage these technologies all day long, every day, and we'd love to be of service to you. Please give us a shout.